Hey, so the next part of what I wish I would have known before grief hit me like it did is that you need to be careful with self medicating. And when I say this, I think you all know what I'm about to say. That means drinking, that means drugs, that means your healthy eating or unhealthy eating, that means falling into any type of compulsive addiction type to try to mask or distract yourself from what is happening. It is okay to find healthy distractions. Exercise is very, very good for you, but you can take it too far, right? So if you are just going for a walk every day, trying to clear your head, trying to get those endorphins, that is great. I encourage you to continue doing that. But if you're going to the gym for 6 hours and you're not eating very much because you're grieving and you really don't feel like eating much, and you're living off of water and a couple crackers and you're working out for 6 hours a day, that is not healthy. That is not okay. That is self-medicating. If you were drinking a glass of wine a few nights a week and you find yourself downing a bottle a night, that is self-medicating. If you start any kind of drugs besides the occasional, like I am not talking about an antidepressant your doctor puts you on. If you start a drug that your doctor or your psychiatrist has not prescribed you, that is self-medicating. But I don't think we realize how many different ways we can self-medicate. We can self-medicate by zoning into video games so much that we're not doing anything else. And it's distracting us so much that we are not showering, we're not getting up, we're not eating like we should be, we're not doing these things, and we're not sleeping, which is obviously hard enough to do anyways when you're grieving. But you go from one hard thing to another hard thing. And it's so easy to slip into it. It is so easy. Like I told you, I'm a fixer. I slide right into fixing other people's problems. When I have a problem, it is natural for me to be like, I'm not dealing with this. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to feel it. I don't want to deal with it. Push it to the back. Who is next in line for me to help fix your problems? I got you. I have a space opened up. You know? Can't do that. You can't self-medicate. Easier said than done, I know. But as someone who had to go to intensive outpatient treatment because I was self-medicating, it's bad. It's really bad. And it makes grieving longer in my experience. It makes it harder. It makes it more complicated. And you just have more on your plate than you already had on your plate. So if you are feeling like you are self-medicating, you need to ask for help, which is the next thing I was going to tell you anyways. This is like a two-parter video. Asking for help. If you're not doing okay, if you are self-medicating, if you feel so depressed that you can't move, it is okay to ask for help. It is expected that you're going to need some help. It is normal for you to need help. And I am the queen of not wanting to ask for help. I will tell you over and over again that I'm great while I'm falling apart in the bathroom. And I had to learn to let myself be more vulnerable than that. And when you're already in that space, grieving, you're already vulnerable, and you don't want to be more vulnerable, right? You don't want people to think that you're crazy because you feel absolutely crazy. And it's okay to ask for help. The right people. Ask the right people. Ask your doctor. Ask your real friends. Ask family who is supportive. Ask your support system. Find a support system. Find a support group. They're out there. There are virtual ones that you can join. There are hotlines you can call. There are so many resources for help, you guys. There are so many. And if you need any of those, feel free to message me. You can contact me on Facebook. You can get a hold of me through my website, mermaidstaysalty.com. The contact me at the bottom of the page, that will go right to my email. I will give you as many resources as I can. Obviously, I can't put them all in the video, but I will help with whatever I can to give you those resources because they're really important. Mermaid Stay Salty is also a resource, and it's going to continue to grow to be a supportive site for trauma, all different kinds of trauma, and what you're going through as a trauma. So I hope that also helps. It's okay to ask for help. Please watch out for self-medicating. Please. You don't want two tragedies. So, get the help that you need and don't feel ashamed about it. Do not feel ashamed or embarrassed if you can't get through this on your own, because it is heavy to carry, and if you're not careful, it will crush you. So it's okay. You're gonna be okay.